Hey everybody, SC Flyer 63 here with you again today, and if you saw my last video you probably saw us leave off here, but now we're here. If you want to know how I got there, check out my next video. Okay, so today, as I mentioned in the previous video, we're going to be working on these hinges. I've already got a start on these, but I want to show you how it works. First, you need to measure the center line because you want the hinges to be on the center line, of course. Then we have this little tool here. It's got two little feet on it. It's got a narrow end and a wider end for bigger pieces. But basically, you've probably seen one of these if you're a cabinet maker or a woodworker at all. When you put one on each side and twist it, it automatically gives you the center line. There's a little scribe in here that will mark into the balsa. So as we run up and down here a couple times like this, it'll leave an indent on the center line. And then I took my pencil and just drew it in so I could see it a little darker. It's easier to see. So okay, so we're marked, and then I marked exactly where the hinges were going to go from the plans. I drew a couple of vertical lines there, and the vertical stabilizer has them as well. Okay, so we're going to take this cool new blade I bought. It's specifically for hinges like this. I think the company is called Aerotech or something, but I'll correct myself on that later if I need to. So basically you're going to take this point here and put it on your center line in between your hinge markings, and you're going to rock it back and forth until you pop out the other side all the way through. As you can see, and then I have another one here. And then we'll go ahead and cut this last one here. So I want to put my point on the center line, rock it back and forth. We might have to go with a different blade on this one because I can't get the angle to rock that back and forth. So I have this other blade from a company called Dubro, which will do the same thing. And basically they give you this other little piece here, and this is also supposed to mark the center line. It does this, and then the slot in the center here will end up on the center line. And then you'd stick the blade through. And cut it. For some reason, this little piece here won't get tight enough on there for me to really trust it. right in the center line, right where I want it. Even came out the other side in the center line. Close to it, looks like. So there we have it. I'll clean those off on the back there. So anyway, after they're cut, now these hinges are ones I had. I'm not going to use these. These have like a center pin. I don't really like them. Look for something in a Mylar that's continuous. It doesn't have a pin. So that piece is in there now. When I get the ones I want to order, I will put them in. Okay, if I was going to use these with this pin, what I would do is I would cut out a little clearance, some of the balsas so that the pin fits in even snugger. But like I said, I'm not going to use these. This is just for a demonstration. Okay, looks like I got to cut that top one a bit more. As you can see, it's not going to come out here. It's going to cut through this and then start cutting into this one. So I've got a glue joint there I'm cutting through. Not quite. This one's got to be cut a little bit more. But that's the theory behind it. It's not one of my favorite parts because there's so much precision. These things have to be perfectly in the center. As I say, if I was going to use these type of hinges, I would notch them so this would fit closer. But this will be much closer together when I get the real hinges in it. There'll be no gap here. Because don't forget, I'll be cutting a bevel on the leading edge there and there, so they'll fit closer and this will still move. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. Looks like the tail section is just about done. I'm going to order those hinges and get them installed. We'll test fit the control horns, get the holes drilled for them, and we'll be moving on. I'm thinking probably the fuselage is going to be next. I have to take a look at the plans and see what I'm going to do, and the instruction manual, and we'll be knocking this thing out. So if you like the video, hit like, leave comments if you want, subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you next time.